first important question is, how do you know if you qualify? Well, there's a number of requirements. You have to be an adult, you have to be 18 years. If you're younger, your parents are likely to apply for you. You have to be a lawful permanent resident for 5 years, or if you're married to a United States citizen, you have to have been married to a United States citizen for 3 years. You have to have been in the United States for 30 months of the last 5 years before you apply. If your application is based on a marriage to a United States citizen, it's 18 months out of 3 years, which is 36 months. What does that mean? Is in half of the time that they're looking at, you have to have been physically present in the United States. It's what they call continuous residence. If you had an extended stay of say 6 months or longer, that can break the continuity of the residence. Now, residence is a funny concept. You can have more than one house, you can live in more than one state, but there can be only one residence. Maybe you have a summer home in a different state or a different country, but the majority of your time, the majority of where you live and where you pay taxes, that's what's called residence. If at any point in the past 5 or 3 years you have lived out of the United States for more than 6 months, I strongly encourage you to consult an immigration attorney before you apply. You may just very well be throwing away your $680. Now, you have to have lived in the state or the district for the past 3 months before you apply. What that means is, let's say you lived in California for 5 years. Last week you moved to New Jersey. You can't file in New Jersey. You have to be here for at least 3 months. Now, the district is not the same as the state. New Jersey is its own district. New York is its own district. When you go to Colorado, Omaha, Nebraska, some states are more than one district. For New Jersey, it's not an issue. You have to go back to the requirements. You have to be able to read and write and speak basic English. It doesn't have to be at a college level, but you need to be understood. When you're at the interview and they ask you questions, if you don't understand what they're saying, you're not going to pass. They're going to make you do it again. So when Angela and Jean was suggesting before that when you're ready to apply, sign up for the free course, what she meant is, it's not, some people go to the course to learn the civics requirements, which I'll get into in a moment. Others do it, frankly, because it's a way to practice English. And both of them are necessary. So what is civics? It's the fundamentals of U.S. history and the form and government of the U.S. There are 100 questions that you will have to know. You will only be asked 10 at the exam, and you only have to pass 6. So if you know the 100, and you know the questions in advance, it's just a matter of practice. If you can't read it, and if you don't understand it, it can be hard to pass. Now, you have to be a good moral character. I will elaborate that in a little bit. For now, let's just say that you have to be a good person. There are certain things that might make you a bad person from immigration's perspective. You can't be in default for any back years of taxes. That's a convoluted way of saying, if you didn't pay your taxes, you're not going to become a citizen unless you have a very good explanation for that. If you're a man, and if you're between the ages of 18 and 26, you have to select. You have to register for selective service when you're a resident. That means that if you're called upon to do service for the United States, whether it's military or civil, you have to register. If you don't, it's a violation that may prevent you from ever becoming a United States citizen. You also have to be willing to support the Constitution, perform any civilian or military service, and be willing to take the oath of allegiance. Now, those are the requirements. They're relatively, for the most part, easy to follow.